So I put 125 grams of double cream and 150 grams of butter into a bowl, and I melted it in the microwave. I added that to my mash. Now, I'll give you a wee what I do with my mash. When I want to either pipe it or something like that, I'll put it into the mixer and mix it. And you'll get a very smooth fondant-like mash. So now into this now, I am going to put my goat's cheese. Another thing about mash is that you have to mash your potatoes when they're hot. It's no good waiting till they're cool. You'll never ever get a smooth mash if you do that. They'll be full of lumps. So add 300 grams of goat's cheese to your mashed potatoes. I've already seasoned the potatoes with the milk and the butter. I can only get cheese in the local supermarket at the minute due to the COVID, but certainly the quality of the goat's cheese will determine the quality of this dish, or even the authenticity of it, to what you would be eating in France. I use the shop-bought puff pastry for this dish. It's already pre-rolled, so it's uniform rolling. It's at the right thickness all over, so it's very convenient. Some recipes call to cover it entirely with butter before you add your potatoes. I don't do that personally because I add a lot of butter and cream to my potatoes, and if I put too much butter in, then the pastry's just going to collapse on me. So I've just went round the edges with egg glaze, and now I'm going to spoon on my mashed potato and goat's cheese mix. So that's the potato now on top of the pastry. You want to keep it fairly thin. I probably have a bit more on it than you would get in France. This is an easier way now to put the pastry on top. If you just roll your pastry onto your rolling pin, and now just roll it back. Just like that. That's the top layer now of the pastry on, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make diagonal scores across the top of it. Now I'm not going right through the pastry, I'm only scoring the pastry. I'm going to go in one direction and then I'll do it in the opposite direction. I have the top scored, and now I'm going to go over it entirely with an egg wash. I have the oven preheated to 200. I'll drop it to 180 for approximately 15 to 20 minutes, but I will keep an eye on it. That's it now, glazed and ready for the oven. As I said to you, 15 to 20 minutes. It might take slightly longer, it might take slightly less. It depends on each individual oven, but just keep an eye on it because you don't want it to get overly cooked. This is it just out of the oven. I turned it round halfway through to ensure an even bake. Now it would certainly be a bit higher than the ones that I ever got in France, but we'll see what it tastes like when it cools down a bit.